Alright, here we go again. Of course, this is Joe, Panhandle Prepper, a third little video. I wanted to give you something to put up there to kind of check out if you're interested. But anyway, here is another version of one of my chicken houses. This is an A-frame. Now, all this wood I got for free, except for the deck panels that you see right in front of me there. I bought them. I think it was $8 or something, or 10 or 12 bucks or something like that for a bunch of these deck panels. So, I whipped this thing up in a hurry, and I was out of time, and I had to get something up. Got all this wood for free, and I just took my time. I got it out of a construction zone. They were ripping a house out, some walls out, and redoing them, throwing them out. I say, hey, can I have that? They said, sure. Full of nails, full of all kinds of stuff. Nails, bolts, drywall screws. And when I took my Sawzall, took my time, and just cut all that junk off of there, and just pieced them together, nailed them together. Most of it's pressure treated, and build an A-frame. Now you can build an emergency cabin A-frame style like this for 2 men or even more. Real easy, and that's another reason I wanted to build this chicken house in this A-frame style, so I can learn how to slap up an emergency cabin somewhere if I had a little bit of wood. And you can put a wood stove in there and some sleeping bunks covered all over with some plywood or some tin metal, whatever you've got, and there's your emergency cabin somewhere in a temporary setup out in the woods somewhere if things got rough and you had to get some shelter up. So that's why I built this thing, and I used the materials that I had. And that's what's really interesting. And in here, I've got a bunch of, what do you call it, Cornish rock hens. And here's the offspring of some of my roosters. I've got a bunch of Rhode Island Reds in there. And they're almost ready to start giving me some eggs. So we're going pretty good with that. So that worked out pretty good. So let me get up real quick here and try to keep this camera kind of steady. Show you this part right here. Here's the next part that we did here, and this is an old camper door that I had. Excuse me, I had an old camper door. I guess it's like an RV kind of a door that I had laying around. This is the door in and out of my shack at a chicken house. Look how it works. There it is. It was really quick and really easy to get in there, and then turn it. Oops, turn it until it locks. There it is, and it has a key. I have the key, I can lock this. And so I wanted a small doorway because we get a lot of little predators around here, and I wanted a small doorway. And I got a bunch of this free tin up here, you know, the tin metal roofing. I just bent it, built a cap over there. About 1/3 or 1/4 of this thing is covered up there in the nesting box to keep some of the rain off. And because of the bunch of rain we get here, I go through a lot of wood chips. I use big, fat wood chips, tons of them, on the floor because it absorbs moisture. Even when it rains for days and days and days. I don't think you can see it real well. Let me see if I can get you a good picture of it here. Probably not. Tilt this thing down there, it's not too bad. That's wood chips. It's been in there for a couple weeks now. And I put a bunch of wood chips in there, and it's soaked up all the water. So those chips are holding a ton of water, and it's keeping my birds dry. Look at her feet, nice and dry. Tons and tons of wood chips. Torrential downpour rain, piles of wood chips about 4 or 5 inches thick, and it will soak all that water off and keep your birds dry. And it'll dry out quick, and it will turn to compost. And it'll make a good base for your flooring. So anyway, there's the chicken house there. Let me see if I can get you a better picture here. Try to zoom out. Oops, wrong way. So there you go. There's a pretty good shot of it. There's the wall that I built all the way down to the end. 2 little A-frames. I think these are 10 or 12 foot long. And I could just about stand up in the middle of that thing. So this right here is an experiment that I built for my chickens that now I know how, because of this I did for my chickens. Now I know I made mistakes, but now I know how to build an A-frame, 10 foot high, well, not really, 10 foot walls, and it's almost about 6 foot in the middle, almost big enough to stand up. And we could slap this thing together with tin and everything else out in the woods somewhere and be real comfortable and stay dry, camouflage it and all, don't even know it's there. So lots of things you can do with that. So there's my little A-frame chicken house that we did. And let me just show you some of these here. Maybe some of you out there are not familiar with some chickens. Look at that rooster right there. That's a big rooster, and there's some of their hens. Now these are all meat birds, the white ones are, and they are they're delicious. They really are. They're great. So there's the white ones, and I know the shadows there a little bit, but beautiful birds. And and I've got a butchering station that we set up right back on that side of the shed. There's hooks in the wall. There's another tree right behind there, up there with some ropes hanging off there, and I've got some real efficient ways to butcher these guys. Had to learn everything. And so okay, I'll talk to you later. See ya.